So what I am showing you here are some of the Blackboard units I've developed for the new Honours Law degree, which will be offered in 2015. Each core unit will have a unique header and a distinctly different colour scheme. This will help increase student engagement in each site and also help them to identify what unit they are looking at very quickly. The process I used to develop these was to create unit maps in Dreamweaver with the ID of unit map, so that the unit map tweak would work once copied into Blackboard. Next, I used inline CSS in the HTML table code to alter the table colour. Once the first template was created, it was simply a find and replace of the colour code to create a new colour scheme. This method meant 4 templates could be created in a matter of minutes. I know some people are fearful of Blackboard updates breaking tweaks and CSS. However, I would rather try and achieve an appealing, engaging design and find a way to make it work than not try at all. I will be part of the testing group for the new version of Blackboard, and if the upgrade somehow breaks the CSS code, it should be a matter of simply pasting the Dreamweaver code over the broken code. I am a process person. I plan ahead and find the most efficient way of doing things before I start developing. So after I developed the Dreamweaver unit map, I created one Blackboard unit with folders for 13 weeks of lectures and 13 weeks of tutorials, each already having items for lecture slides, Echo 360 tools, etc. Anything that was common to all units was included. Once one unit was developed, I used the Blackboard copy package to the new units. This would eliminate any duplication of work. Replacing the unit map with a customized version was merely a matter of copying and pasting the relevant Dreamweaver map. By speaking with academics, I identified their greatest difficulty with Blackboard is that they do not use the Blackboard editing features very often. Therefore, they easily forget how to do things. So in combating this, I have made video tutorials for lecturers, embedding them as hidden content area Blackboard help for academics. This way, as they copy unit from semester to semester, they will always have easy access to very quick tutorials to refresh their memory. Things I've implemented in order to eliminate unnecessary duplication of information includes showing how a title item can be removed. Generally, Blackboard forces you to have a title for each folder, item, unit link, etc., which often repeats information unnecessarily. If you reduce the amount of information to only the essential, you are reducing cognitive load and making it easier to find relevant information. This is very easily done by going into edit mode and using HTML code for a space, which is &NBSP. This then tricks Blackboard as it believes it has a title, and Blackboard itself will represent that code as a space. So the resulting page is nice and clean. This information is outlined in one of my tutorials. Another reason I am doing the video tutorials for academics is to show them, in some instances, such as a series of web links or document links, it is possible to have a sustainable, holistic design like this, as opposed to a series of rows like this. The principles are quite simple, and the short video tutorial shows them how to use the Blackboard tools you see here. Because the use of images helps improve visual impact, thereby increasing engagement, I have saved the images I've created for the new units in a folder called Images in the Blackboard file system. This allows academics to create new content and have access to suitably designed images. Of course, the use of an image also provides a visual marker, so previously viewed content can be found easily at a later date. One of the recommendations that I made was the concept of how are you travelling. This is a reviewing stage. The idea is to provide students with short quizzes every few weeks on the key concepts covered within those weeks, using a graphical scale for them to compare their results and to prompt them to seek assistance if need be. The essential part of this role is to use pedagogy when working with academics to develop online activities, making sure that we are achieving the blended learning format that we have committed to in our academic plan. The example I'm showing here is made in Articulate Quizmaker and was done for Torts A. Previously, they had a Word document that they gave to a student that outlined a number of different scenarios covering defences to trespass. And then what they would do is also provide them with another Word document which said, okay, now that you've gone through those scenarios, did you consider this and did you consider this? So again, blended learning is about having content online and interact online. It's not just a repository for Word documents or PDFs. So as we go along, we're reading examples about legal problem solving, told what part of the textbook they should be reading that is relevant to the scenario they're about to read. And then as they read the first scenario, they can actually type in think about it, type in their answer, and when they submit it, they're actually given feedback straight away saying, right, did you consider the scope, purpose of the consent? So this way, formative assessment that allows them to critically think about the scenarios and it allows them to continue to come back to the online content, to do a bit more reading, to get a bit more experience, and then think, oh, would I think differently about these scenarios now? And go back and try again. And we go through a number of scenarios, once again using a simple, clean design with relevant images, which gives it a professional look and a look of quality. I'm mindful that this clip is going on too long, so I'm just going to quickly show you some stuff that I did last year with SEF, Science Engineering Faculty. This was a community site and it was designed for the academics to have access to information about designing course, approaches to teaching and learning, assessment and evaluation. So it's a dynamic image map once again. When we've looked at approaches, we focused on QUT specific technology that's supported, emerging technologies that's being used by other academics like in creative industries, which included Pinterest and Evernote, student engagement activities and reflective practice, etc. So in emerging technologies, provided them with a link to the actual site where they could download it and a tutorial on YouTube. And I kept each video quite short and succinct so that they weren't investing too much time. They could actually spare that short 5 minutes of time to look at something interesting and innovative and maybe get some ideas. I also did similar work for Will, once again creating those different colour schemes so that students identified very quickly when they were in different units. All right, thank you very much, and I hope to be speaking with you personally.